హలో నమస్తే వెల్కమ్ టు TV9 నేను శివాని. సో ఒక్క మూవీతో ఒక మలయాళం ఇండస్ట్రీనే కాదు మొత్తం ఇండియన్ సినిమానే తన వైపు తిప్పేలా చేసింది మన ఈ మూవీ. సో L2 ఇప్పుడు March 27కి రిలీజ్ కాబోతుంది కాబట్టి దీనికి సంబంధించి వర్కింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉంది అండ్ మూవీ ఎలా ఉండబోతుందో మనకి చెప్పడానికి ప్రస్తుతం మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు పృథ్వీ గారు అండ్ మోహన్ లాల్ గారు. వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడి మూవీకి సంబంధించి మరిన్ని విశేషాలు అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హలో అండి, నమస్తే. ఎలా ఉన్నారు? How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay.
That much Telugu.
Thank God. So first of all, ఈ లూసిఫర్ మూవీ ప్లాట్ ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ మేము చూసాము. ఇట్స్ అ వెరీ హ్యూజ్ హిట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ ఆన్ లూసిఫర్ పార్ట్ 1 అండ్ ఈ ట్రైలర్ కూడా చాలా సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా రన్ అవుతుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ ఫర్ దాట్. సో ఈ మూవీ L2కి ఎలాంటి ప్లాట్ని సెట్ చేసుకున్నారు? వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ ప్లాట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ L2 మూవీ?
Obviously, I can't tell you that because the film has been released, no?
Yeah. But what is the main plot so that people could connect to it? What is the main plot?
No, it's so basically the timeline is quite similar, as in like the first film released 6 years ago.
Exactly.
And in fact, the second film, the story also happens about 5 to 6 years after the story of part 1.
Yeah, okay.
And much like part 1, part 2 also, when the film starts, there is a lot of chaos happening in Kerala. And for 6 years now, Stephen Nedumballi is missing. Nobody knows where he's gone. He has put a system in place, put an order in place, and he's left. So nobody knows where he is. No one's heard from him after that.
Big question.
Yeah, he's just sort of running the system remotely from somewhere, and nobody knows where he is. But the system here slowly begins to collapse.
Okay.
And now, as usual, they now have to look up to him. For help, but he's nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
That's the premise of the film.
Okay.
But then we cut away and introduce you to the world of Qureshi Abram, you know, and then you get a really detailed view of what his world looks like.
Okay.
And how these two worlds collide is the film. Yeah.
Okay. So taking from the scratch, Lucifer part 1 and Lucifer part 2, what was your first reaction, sir, after listening to the narration, whole narration?
No. We were inquisitive about the character because the part 1 ends with a new character. Stephen has got another identity as Qureshi Abram. So
Yes.
we're all fascinated with Qureshi Abram. What is he? Where is he? What is his ideology, or what is he doing? So those kind of answers, I got it, and something. It is not for our industry because it's a huge film.
Exactly.
And it has to be done in that manner. So our next step was how to implement this, because this is a beautiful plot, and we have Lucifer, Empuraan, and another one.
Part
This
3.
is a 3-chapter story. So how to implement? Then we have to do it. Otherwise, this is one of the best subjects an actor or a director or a producer can do.
Okay.
So somehow we did it, and on 27th we are showing it to the audience, and I hope we have done justice to this film.
Did you have faith in Prithvi, sir? Like after
100%
listening to
Or else
the
would we be
narration?
sitting here?
No, I'm talking about the scratch thing in the initial time.
The
100%,
first film.
otherwise how can we start a film?
The first film happened, and the second film happened, and everything is happening only because of Mohan Lal sir's faith in me.
Exactly. Okay.
You know, it is Mohan Lal sir who said, yes, I want to do it, and that him saying that is the beginning of everything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And that gave a boost up to you also.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So my biggest endeavor as a filmmaker is to live up to the faith that he has in me.
Okay.
The expectation of the audience and everything for me is secondary. First is that I have to live up to the faith that he has shown in me.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So did you ever do any homework on this, the title?
The title.
Yes, on title. So first part was Lucifer.
Yeah,
Now,
both the titles are from my writer.
Okay.
From my writer. Of course, the title, the second part, Empuraan title, was a discussion that we had. And in fact, the end scrolling titles of first part, there is a song that is called Empuraan. And we deliberately, then we knew, before we wrote that song, we knew that second part will be called Empuraan.
Okay.
We know what the third part is called.
Okay. But that would be so suspense.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you will know what it is called very soon. Yeah.
Okay. So why did you take a long time to make this movie? Was there any other reasons to take a so long time to do this movie?
Yeah, the
Any
world went
particular
into a
reason?
pandemic.
Yeah, pandemic and any other reasons for
No,
that?
that's it. Or else this film should have ideally happened somewhere in 2021.
Around
22.
that time. Okay.
But this is a film that is impossible to pull off during the pandemic because it involves so much travel, so much globe trotting and all that. So you can't really pull off when there are travel restrictions and all that.
Okay.
So that is the reason why it got delayed. And then post pandemic, when the world started opening up, we had to also review the script because this is a film that is very pertinent to the current socio-political scenario and all that. So there were some portions of the film that the writer and myself thought we need to now review. We need to sort of maybe revisit a few incidents in the film and all that. So all that put together made the delay 6 years long. But like I said, it's a coincidence because the story is such that the story of part 2 happens exactly 6 years after the story in part 1.
Oh, so coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, did you face any challenge while working for this movie? Like every movie teaches you any little thing, but during this movie, did you ever face any challenging point?
Yeah, there's a challenging point. Every day is challenging for us in this film because of the climate, travel. No complaints. No complaints. Like this is something we have to fight and we have to bring out something.
Okay.
This is like a war. Like you have to win. For that you have to do whatever you want to do. That's a challenge.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is like a picnic. See, when we start a film, this is a beautiful, if it's a unit and we had a great unit, so we did it like a picnic. So challenges, of course, mostly from the location challenges and the climate challenges. Otherwise, it was like any other movie.
ఓకే సో పృథ్వీ గారు కాస్టింగ్ అనేది ఎవరు చేశారు? సో మోస్ట్లీ ఒక్కొక్క క్యారెక్టర్ని తీసుకుంటే టేకింగ్ ఎవ్రీ క్యారెక్టర్, సో హూ హ్యాస్ డన్ ది కాస్టింగ్ థింగ్ ఫర్ దిస్ మూవీ? ఇట్స్ యూ.
Yeah.
Completely you. Okay. No, you.
No, I did have casting directors in multiple places. So I would send out my wish list. Obviously, I had like a wish list on who I wanted. You, as a director, you don't get everybody who you wish for. So then I had casting directors shoot auditions and send, like, for every character I've seen at least 20-25 auditions in the film. And one thing I need to be I'm very proud of is that even for major sequences, even for actors in the background, we did auditions.
So every minute thing.
Yeah, we've done auditions even for actors in the background, which I'm very proud of because I think that really does contribute to the film. And so when you see the film, you'll realize that it just looks like there are no extras in my film. I only have actors.
Oh, okay. So this is a hypothetical question. If not Mohan sir, for this character, who would you choose?
From Malayalam?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do the film.
Oh, okay. Clean statement. Okay. So, మీకు ఈ మూవీలో మోహన్ సార్ క్యారెక్టర్ కాకుండా వేరే క్యారెక్టర్ ఏది ఇష్టం అని అడిగితే ఏం చెప్తారు?
In this film?
Yes, in this.
I love every character of mine.
But what character do you love the most?
I love every character in the film.
Okay.
They're all very special, and the best quality about Murali Gopi's writing is that there really aren't any floating characters. Every character has an anchor, it has a past, it has a complete arc. So pretty much every character in the film is complete in its existence. If not within one film, through the course of the 3 films, you'll realize that the character is complete in its existence.
Some of the actors, foreign actors who worked in Lucifer, after 6 years to find out them is a major task.
Oh, yeah,
to get them into this film. That also he managed.
Just to coordinate everyone for one.
We had like when we shot.
We had a small character
when we shot
also
in
we got
Russia,
Okay.
like we had one gentleman come and play a small part where he comes and opens the door of Lalsa's chopper. I needed that person to play the continuity character in this. And
He's from Russia.
It shows the continuity part, right?
Yeah, so we actually had to launch a search exercise to find out where he is.
So lot of efforts has gone into this. Okay, so did you ever give any suggestion to the writer that if you put this scene here, any kind of suggestion to Murali garu?
Obviously, it's a collaborative effort. I mean, a writer and a director is like a team. After a point, it becomes the film is both ours. Obviously, it is his baby. He's the one. It is his story, his screenplay, his dialogues. But then I have to make it my own to be able to direct the film. It's a very collaborative effort. There are tons of suggestions I have given him on the writing. There are tons of suggestions he has given me in the making.
So give and take process.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So sir, meeku ee movie lo nachina scene enti ani adigithe em cheptaru? The most loved scene. which you felt very close to your heart?
You watch the film because every scene in the film is
Not even a single scene,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
which
it's
is very
not
close
very-
to you.
You
I
can't say
cannot.
that, no,
Yeah.
Everything is
The absolute favorite scene, now if we say, you will already know that scene is in the film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
How
okay.
can I
So
say
you are
that?
not ready to give any hint.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm very. I don't want to hide each and every scene of mine. Not only mine, each and every scene is a good scene in the film.
Okay. Keeping your character apart, which is the most loved character from this movie for you? Not your character. Keeping your character apart.
This is Qureshi Abraham.
Ah,
The other character is Stephen.
Yeah.
okay. Ah,
That
okay.
is my choice.
Correct.
Okay.
That's my choice.
I even asked you this question earlier. Okay, okay. So, part one lo we have seen, from part one we have seen every character. Is there any new character in part two?
Lots.
Lots of lots. Okay. So, దాని గురించి ఏం చెప్పాలని లేదా? Like,
It's a different terrain, different format,
No,
different character. It's a new film.
No, we ran a whole character intro campaign introducing the 36 characters in the film.
okay,
If you go and just search on the internet, you will see intros of all 36 characters in this film. There are also characters that we have not introduced in that campaign. So yeah, a lot of
so-
new characters.
Okay, so again suspense it seems. Okay, so making a movie is not a small thing. A lot of efforts goes into it. So minute things are taken care of it. So మీ లొకేషన్కి సంబంధించి ఎలాంటి ఎఫర్ట్స్ పెట్టడం జరిగింది? Were you so particular about the locations?
Yeah, I was.
So what were the hard works you have put into the selection of the locations?
To be able to find it took a lot of work.
Okay.
You know, it took us a long time. It took a lot of traveling. It took a lot of liaising with various government agencies in different countries. It took a lot of correspondence with filming units in multiple countries. And
Even in India, we shot in Leh Ladakh, in Gujarat,
Shimla,
Hyderabad, Shimla,
Okay.
Delhi,
Chennai.
Bombay, Chennai, Trivandrum, and Cochin.
Palakkad.
Yeah, so many places.
So multiple places.
It's like a, we call it as a, in Malayalam, it's called Bharat Paryanam. It is like going around India.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Okay, okay. Every corner is covered.
Yeah.
Okay. So Manju Warrior, ఆవిడ గారి రోల్ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది?
Well, Manju is one of the primary characters of the franchise, and you know, in fact, if you look at the character arcs of each character in the franchise, probably the one arc that has the most significant amount of travel in part 2 is Manju's character.
Okay.
So she has a very, very pivotal role to play in this part of the franchise, and she's a legendary actor for us in Kerala. We look up to her as one of the finest our industry has ever produced, and I'm privileged to have had her play Prithviraj Sukumaran in the film. Yeah.
Okay. So sir, ఈ జర్నీలో, in your journey, you have done many characters, many roles. Is there any character left out which you haven't done?
So many.
So many.
Yeah. So
So,
many
ఒక్కటి
characters.
చెప్పండి sir,
I
ఒక్కటి.
don't know.
So many.
Let it come to me.
Okay.
There are so many, like even Qureshi Abraham is a new character for me.
Exactly.
Stephen is a new character for me. Maybe I'm doing a film with Satyanandigar. It's a new character for me.
Okay.
So if you ask, you don't get. Let it come to me.
Okay. This go with the flow. Okay. So పృథ్వీ గారు, మీరు ఫ్యూచర్లో ఎలాంటి మూవీస్ని ఇంకా చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు? వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మూవీస్ ఆర్ యూ విల్లింగ్ టు డూ ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్?
I don't
రైట్ నో
know.
బ్లాంక్.
I'm actually blank. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just like he said, you don't go in search of it. It comes to you and it happens, you know.
Okay.
Like when I finished doing Lucifer, I had no idea I would be doing Bro Daddy, you know.
Okay.
Of course, I knew I'd be doing Lucifer 2. Now in my mind, I think I want to do Lucifer 3, but I don't know. For Lucifer 3 to happen, firstly, this film will have to be a smash hit.
Okay.
And then
It would be.
We hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Then we don't know. I mean, so I don't know. Let's see.
ఓకే. సో పార్ట్ థర్డ్ కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఐడియాలో లేదా? లైక్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ ప్లానింగ్ ఫర్ థర్డ్ పార్ట్?
We are.
యా,
Yeah.
బట్ ఇప్పుడు కాదు, నాట్ రైట్ నౌ.
No, I mean, again, it's a part 3 is actually a big film, so it'll take even more effort and time and investment and everything to set up and execute than part 2. And for that to happen, a lot of things will have to fall into place. So
ఓకే,
yeah.
ఓకే. సో ఫ్యూచర్లో మీ అప్కమింగ్ మూవీస్ గురించి ఏమైనా చెప్పండి సార్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద అప్కమింగ్ మూవీస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్స్?
Oh well, after this, there's a film called Thudanum.
ఓకే.
Then I've done 2 Telugu films. It's Kannappa and Rishabha.
ఓకే.
Then I started a new film called Hrudaya Purvam. And some of other films like Ram, couple of projects are
ఓకే ఓకే సో తెలుగులో కూడా చూడొచ్చు అనమాట మిమ్మల్ని. ఓకే సో పృథ్వీ గారు యాక్టింగ్ అండ్ డైరెక్షన్ అండ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ పార్ట్ యూ హ్యాండిల్ ఎవ్రీ 3 things at a time. So how difficult was it to you to handle everything at a time?
It's not at all difficult. I had a fantastic producer.
Okay.
I had a lead actor star who completely believed in me and my project. And I have what I believe is a world-class team backing me.
Okay.
So for me, it's not difficult at all. It was all set up for me. Whatever I wanted was done for me. So that way I'm a very privileged filmmaker, and I will forever be thankful for it.
Okay. So production and acting and direction, which was the best thing you have done? Like you feel this is the best part I have done. So adi aa mooditlo edi best ani meer anukuntaru?
You tell me. You watch my films.
No, you have to tell. You have done the work, so you have to tell.
I don't know. Okay. I don't consider myself a great actor or a great filmmaker or a great producer. I just consider myself a student of cinema, and I would like to forever continue learning all my crafts.
Okay. So finally Telugu audience ki em cheppalanukuntunnaru?
Thank you very much for this kind of acceptance. 27th we are releasing a prestigious film from our side called Empuraan. Please watch it, and I was very particular to watch the Telugu version.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the Malayalam, because we have done so much, we have done that kind of precision, that kind of perfection in all language, Tamil, Telugu or Kannada, Hindi. So I was very keen to watch the film in Telugu. Of course, Malayalam also releasing, and please make comments on that, and please wish us.
Okay.
And then only we can make that Empuraan 3.
Okay, thank you. So what would you like to say to Telugu audience?
Yeah, so like Sir said, this is a film where an entire industry is aspiring to push its boundaries.
Exactly.
And to attempt something that has never been attempted before in terms of scale, in terms of ambition. And we really need the blessings and support of the Telugu cinema audience for us to eventually be able to materialize this big dream of ours. Okay. And like Sir said, we have really put in a lot of effort in our various linguistic versions. And for Telugu speaking cinephiles and film lovers, I would actually really want you to go and see the Telugu version, because we've put in a big effort to make the Telugu version. Yeah.
So, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
very much.
being here. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for sharing lots of things with us. Thank you so much. ఈ మూవీ చాలా పెద్దగా హిట్ అవ్వాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా
thank you so
కోరుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. సో చూసారు కదా, L2 ఎంపవరింగ్కి సంబంధించి మనం చాలా విశేషాలు తెలుసుకున్నాం బిట్స్ అండ్ పీసెస్లో. సో ఈ స్టోరీ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది, వీళ్ళ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఎలా ఉండబోతుందో తెలుసుకోవాలంటే March 27th థియేటర్స్కి వెళ్ళి చూడాల్సిందే. దిస్ ఇస్ శివాని సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్. బై బాయ్.